You went to a lot of SOS and cuffs meetings and meetings of people who were promoting the levy during the last election. I would imagine that you've probably been to at least one or two of those kinds of meetings since the election. What are their plans now?
I haven't really been to their meetings. And it's funny.
You haven't really been to them?
No, I haven't been to an SOS meeting in a while, and there is no cuffs meetings, so I don't know what the plans are.
When we were last here, you said they're doing things. Because I said, where are they? Why aren't they out there and supporting you, which they're not doing?
Well, they are. I get the emails from the SOS folks. I know they're trying and still doing things. I mean, so I don't go into detail, I guess.
Well, we're here talking with you about funding for you, and the only people that we see supporting funding for you are people who were opposing the levy to keep it out of the hands of the commissioners. So these people have got all this energy. They spent a ton of money. They had a lot of people going door to door. So have they just stopped talking to you?
I don't know whether it's I haven't heard anything from those people right now. I think the citizens have kind of made their stance on where they're at, and so everybody's kind of almost just accepting that to a certain extent. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, those people that were pro-levy were also very pro-public safety, and they wanted to see the organization funded at a level that would at least see some sustainable improvement.
But apparently they value the road conditions more than that.
I don't know. Can't speak for them. I know that they're good people that try to support law enforcement in Josephine County.
Up until a certain date, and then they stopped.
Well, would you agree that, you're talking about road dollars as opposed to, you're talking a one-time shot at road dollars as opposed to potentially a one-time shot, as opposed to sustainable funding over the course of years. I mean, there's almost apples and oranges.
Oh, well, let's talk about sustainable funding. You said to us last time we were here,
could be
that we could have 2 deputies for 4 years. That sounds fairly sustainable to me.
Yeah, and the sunset has been lifted, so you could potentially ask for that, and if they were willing to give it to you, you could add another 2 deputies.
True.
You could have 6, 8, 12. At some point potentially.
Potentially.
But why is it mutually exclusive that you cannot have this and that too? Is the worry somehow that if we did add some relief, in the form of road dollars, that is going to take some pressure off what their ultimate goal is, and that is passing a levy?
No. Not that I'm aware of at all. I mean,
then why not say fine? Let's do both.
Right. Yeah. Sounds great to me. I'll take it. I'll take money wherever I can get it from you guys. I mean, if money equates into public safety, I'll take it all. I mean, because obviously we got a long way to go before
we're saying that, and apparently they, a collective they, are not.
I just stood up at the weekly business session on Wednesday and I said, you could do this. You can do this. Why are you not doing this? And the county commissioners said at an earlier meeting that perhaps what they'll do is they'll have another public hearing about funding of the sheriff's department, that they could do that sometime in mid-July.
Yeah, it's a supplemental budget thing, isn't it?
Right, that they could have a special hearing just about funding for you. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
Yeah, mid-July is, we're basically there.
Well, that's the supplemental budget they're talking about to end it. To end.
This would be a special hearing just about setting aside money for your department so that you can keep us safe. Has your liaison had any word with you about this important meeting where we're all going to get a chance to step forward and say that we support our sheriff?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, and
I know there's a supplemental budget coming. I don't know what that's the same exact thing as you guys are talking about, so maybe I'm not 100% educated on that. I know that this budget is going to be closed, we'll have it set for this next fiscal year in about another week or so. I think 22nd.
So does amending the supplemental budget, does that the ability to do that end after they have closed the budget?
They were the ones that said that they could have a special hearing on this subject. You were there. They
Yeah,
said that in mid-July.
I was kind of under the impression, and maybe it's a mistake, that they could at any time amend the budget as much as 10%, but not in excess of that.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I didn't hear about any special hearing. I know the budget, the supplemental budget, or the budget's going to be closed here in another, or finished here in another week or so. So I'm not, yeah, I don't know. Cannot speak intelligently about that particular issue.
Well, you know what? I think it's instructive. It's beneficial to people to see discussion about this kind of stuff because, without us saying any one particular thing, people can look at this discussion, consider all sides of it, and make decisions going forward, which is going to affect how politicians pander, for the lack of a better way of putting it, to the people, because they're going to say, well, what about this? They'll be a little bit more educated about it, and I hope, we sincerely hope, I think, that results in more funding for your department, because that's, I think, what we all want.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you guys once again.